take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. To throw again on second down. Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag. No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Let's go. And now here come the Ravens. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action now. Jackson going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. Let's go, let's go. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Jack with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Whip, 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 whip.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Jackson forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to loft it. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was set to valve, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's not. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. Now Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. A first down carry for Barkley. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And finding Keelan Cole. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jackson on 1st down. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. That's up. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Open is Swaim, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get to him, but a great return to set him up. First and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambeau on for the extra point.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's out. Absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third down, it's Armstead. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. They juked him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11, a little under 50 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up first and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Well, partner,